Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm doing a very pretty sort of day glam look. I was going out for lunch and I thought let's glamify myself up. So first product I'm using from MG Naturals is her BB cream. Now BB cream stands for like a tinted moisturizer, but also color corrects, moisturize, and has a bit of tint in there. So it's kind of like a few-in-one kind of product. So I'm using this now. I have cleansed, toned, serumed and moisturized my face. I'm using the BB cream as a final primer. So after that first application, you want to wait 5 minutes for it to really sink in. And now I'm taking the Creamy Natural foundation. This is from MG Naturals as well. As you can see, it's a lot thicker and will have a lot more coverage. BB creams are designed for a very light sort of just sheer tint compared to a foundation having medium coverage. And can't you tell I'm getting annoyed by my delightful children? They kept pestering me as I was trying to film. I mean, why would you try and film when you've got kids around? But that's life. So I'm doing stippling, buffing motions to pop this in. Now I'm using the same brush as the BB cream. I find even with that bit of product in it, it still blends beautifully. And just blending it all over. I think this took me probably about half an hour to do in total, and that's including filming though. So I think that I could probably get it done in about 20 minutes if I really just focused only on doing my makeup. There's a few products in this look, but they're all quite quick and easy to apply. And you'll see I did against my rules. You'll see why later. So don't forget to blend lightly over your ears with no excess product and down your neck, just to make sure it's nice and blended. So I'm taking MG Naturals concealer here. I think this is light luminous. Going to cover up my mummy bags. Well, they're probably hereditary because I've always got them. And I'm going to put them over my blemishes where I need some more coverage. And I'm just wiping off any excess just from bacteria from those blemishes. And now I'm applying the illuminating wand on the highest points of my cheeks, my normal standard areas. My routine doesn't change. So on my nose, my forehead, and my cupid's bow. So for the amount of product that I'm using, it's just one big twist, and that's enough for my whole entire face. So I'm now taking a flat foundation brush and I am going to blend that concealer and the illuminating wand in. So I've explained what the illuminating wand is. So that is a highlighter in a cream form. And I find that these two work beautifully together. Now I am applying this to my eyelid as a eye primer. I was in a bit of a rush because it was a bit of a spontaneous lunch to meet some friends. So I didn't put any eye primer on, and as you can tell I was in a rush because I did things backwards. I normally do my eyes first if I'm doing a glam, and I actually didn't think I was going to do glitter, and then I changed my mind. I actually gave it a vote to my children. I said, should I have glitter on or not? And they're like, yes, wear glitter. So I'm blending that in under my eyes and putting that a little bit on my forehead to help conceal. Apologise for the cars. Again, we're in a caravan park, and that's a gas truck arriving to fill up people's gas. So now for my blemishes, I actually take that same brush that I do for the foundation. I just find that buffing it into my skin helps cover it more than sort of putting on the surface like I was doing for my concealer and my highlighter. So I'm just using my fingers for around the eye area just to make sure it's not creased anywhere, because sometimes it can crease in your eyelids and under your eyes. So in Creamy Natural, this is the mineral powder foundation. I was going for more of a glamour look today, so I actually took quite more of a denser brush. The denser the brush, the more coverage you're going to get from your powder foundation. So if it's big and fluffy, it's going to go all over. If it's small and dense, you've sort of got to concentrate on the smaller areas and go a bit slower, and then more product is put on. It's just showing you that I always put a little bit of product in the lid, and I work from the lid. Whenever you're working with loose powder, it's best to go from the main container to the lid, and then from the lid to your face. That way you're not spreading product everywhere and dust. And so yeah, I'm just doing circular motions making sure I've set everything else in. So as you can see with that highlighter, I don't know if you can still see it, so you don't stress about putting, and we're going to go over a layer anyway with a highlighter too. So I'm just quickly showing you here, they're the 4 products I'm going to do for my base. So I'm going to do 4 steps, so contouring, blush, and then a bronzer, and then highlighting. And this is actually the newer product, so it shows you that you can tip a bit of the product in, and then it actually, you twist it, and then it covers all the little dots, so then you don't have excess powder going to go everywhere. So I'm taking this sort of dome shaped brush now. This is actually from Real Techniques, and I'm going to be sculpting out my cheeks. So you want this to be a bit more defined than what you would loosely do with your bronzer, and you want to stop right in before your blush, so right in that hollow of your cheek. You can actually, when you press it in your mouth, you can actually feel your cheekbone, so you're kind of stopping there and then going to your ear. Now we're just going to add a bit of definition around the face. So the same areas as what you are with bronzing, but the difference is with contouring and bronzing is right now you're sculpting. Can you see that? I was like, oh no, that's too much product, but you watch, it blends in beautifully. So for whatever reason as well, looking at my film, I think that it has got a bit more shadow on that side as I'm filming because it looks so much darker. Even the blush does soon as well, but it's definitely even. It's just the positioning that I'm doing my makeup in the caravan. So see the definition that a little bit of contouring does? It just adds and sculpts into your face. I'm gonna push through now. They've got some, what are those blow, you know, to blow your leaves? That's going on. So I'm doing their rose blush now, blushing rose it's called. So I am doing a different brush for each section as well. Now you really can use a couple of brushes just for the same thing, but I do have quite a few, so I did one for everything. So now I'm using the same brush that I used for the powder foundation, and I'm taking a bronzer now. So I'm only doing a very light one. So this bronzer is a warm bronzer, but it has a bit of shimmer. So I'm just sort of blending and balancing in the contour and the blush. I'm so sorry for the noise. Oh, this is poo. So all I'm showing you now is I'm bronzing down my chest. And this just, again, helps so you don't just have a bronzed face and then a really white body. It just helps blend everything in together. So this is a few steps, but it really, it does work beautifully, and it really doesn't take too long. So I'm now applying that same Rose Glow highlighter. I'm saying the same, sorry, I use it for my eyes as well. So I am applying my Rose Glow highlighter, the exact same spots as we applied the cream highlighter earlier. It's a beautiful, beautiful sheen. It's not too in your face. So now I'm doing my eyebrows. I will link below my eyebrow routine. I'm showing you my hideous eyebrow and my beautiful eyebrow. Now I'm pretty lucky. I actually do not wax or touch the shape of my brows. I only, I wax the middle and I just trim my brows. So I'm pretty lucky. And this is that's how they were born, the different shapes. It just shows you how they are sisters, not twins. So I'm showing you just a little bit of my brow routine here, but I'll put a link down the full eyebrow routine down below. So I'm using MG Naturals Auburn brow powder here. And just using that with an angled brush and a spoolie brush, and I'm just brushing it in. Absolutely my favorite eyebrow. It just goes beautiful every time. I don't even have to concentrate on that one. Now my eyebrows are structured different on my face, so I will show you that I do my absolute best to mimic the exact same. So there's the highest point of my eyebrow, and as you can see it measures perfect on the same distance of my eyes, and they're both up on the exact same angle. I just find one sort of flicks outwards more and one sort of domes in more, and that's just my brow structure. So all I'm trying to do is try and create them as similar as I can, but mine are very different, so I can't really, unless I'm going to absolutely change the whole structure of my brows. There you go. So they're not too off. They're all right. So I'm just brushing them in. So lifting up, and then I just glide them over. And there you go. So I'm now just setting in. So I used the concealer and illuminating wand, and I went on my eyelid. That was what I was going to use to prime, and I'm just using that same powder foundation to set. Now I'm taking the contour powder. I was meant to say this is actually a newer shade. This is newer for me. It's their deep shade, so it's ever so slightly darker. I usually use medium, but I'm actually find that I've been riding bikes around a lot and on the beach a lot, and I've just gotten a bit more bronze, so I thought I can definitely get away with a slightly darker shade. So we're going to apply this all over that crease from the out to the inner corner. I'm going in mix between a classic eye and a smoky eye. So that's just a clean brush, and we're going to smooth out the edges. Now this is a Dustygirl palette. This is their Romantic palette. I love the copper packaging, and these 4 shades work so beautiful together. So I'm taking that, this is where I'm using one brush for my eyes, but then I'm using several for my face, but that's okay. So I'm taking the same fluffy brush, and I'm using that beautiful pink shade, the lighter one. Now what I was showing you there is I'm only sticking to the outer corner, and I'm only going the outer to the middle, and I'm not going past there. So this is where the classicness comes into it. So I'm only putting these shades in that outer sort of C shape. So always starting on the very edge, and I'm just slightly blending it in, and I'm stopping where the crease shade went, with where that bronze shade went. So I'm just buffing that in, taking that clean brush, smoothing out the edges. And I'm not trying to create any shape, I'm just following my natural eye shape as well. So blending, for you to have an effortlessly, oh I can't say that word, a beautiful smooth eyeshadow look, blending is key. Nah, I'm not going to get it. So I'm taking this beautiful sort of golden champagne shade, coppery champagne in between, and I'm applying that to the rest of my eyelid. So and then this shade here, this is their lighter one, I am just going on the top, sort of in the very, very inner corner. So the darker shade's on the outer corner, that medium shade on the whole lid, and then the lighter shade on the very inner corner. And now it's time for glitter. So this is a Nude by Nature illuminating cream. Quite similar to the one I use from MG Naturals, but this one I actually don't like, but I find it actually works beautiful as glitter glue in a way. So the same with any mineral foundations. Oh, there's my boy Dougie. I forgot that he gave me a kiss. So with the glitter, you just dip it in with the brush that's already wet in the container, and then any excess in the lid, and then you're just dapping it on. So I'm put that on exactly the same as I did that sort of copper champagne shade. And this is where I failed, is I normally do my eyes first using glitter, but I didn't think I was using glitter, so then I had to clean it up. So I just cleaned that up with that concealer brush. And now we're mimicking the exact same pink shades as we used on the lid, so the darker on the inner corner, and then the lighter pink going closer in. That's actually not mimicking, I'm doing kind of opposite, aren't I? Because I went light then dark, but now we're doing dark then light. We're doing the classic, so you're darker on the very edge of your corner and then going lighter towards the tear duct. And I used that brush to clean the excess as well. And now I'm taking, this is where I'm going, oh, and I'm using the Rose Glow highlighter again, the same as we did to highlight the face. Oh no, the leaf blower is back. So I'm just highlighting that inner corner and the brow bone. And then I'm taking that clean blending brush to smooth out the edges. Oh no. Goodness, just had to wait 20 minutes for the guy to finish leaf blowing, which truly grateful in the caravan park here, you get to have those services included. So now I'm applying my Zayo eyeliner. This is in the shade White. I'm just using that to help open up the eyes. And now I'm taking my Benecous, oh I can hear him again. Oh well, we've had a bit of wet weather here, so they're cleaning up, I guess. So yeah, so this is the Benecous mascara. Sorry, got sidetracked. This is actually in a deep blue shade, which I didn't mean to buy, but I absolutely love it. Now as you can see, it decided to clump, so I'm taking a Q-tip here and I'm just going to take some of that excess off and declump it. So since these actual Q-tips are very old, I've actually now since then purchased beautiful bamboo ones, which is a bit more eco-friendly. So now I am showing you the beautiful difference of what some eyeshadow and glitter can do. So I'll finish this eye and I'll be back. Okay, so now I am applying, this is an Inika lip liner. This is Moroccan Rose. It's a beautiful metallic shade, so it's a pink with a bit of sort of orange metallic in it. And I'm applying this to line my lips. I find this base works beautiful with sort of any pink shades, any nude shades. I'm using a pink nude shade. It's from MG Naturals, and I find these combinations work beautiful together. So it doesn't actually change too much of the lipstick color, but for it just works beautifully together. So I'm just filling the lips ever so slightly just to make sure it's nice and blended. And now for the lipstick. This is a lipstick from MG Naturals. All the products I'm using as well are all natural and vegan friendly as well. So this is a beautiful nude shade with like an ever so hint of a sort of rose. So it's a rose nude. They do have a peach nude, and they've also got a sheer nude shade as well. So I'm just going over my lips. Their formula is so buttery that it slides on I can't say that word. I'm still trying to say it, but I can't. Effortlessly. Nah. Oh, thanks guys for watching. Here is my finished look. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to subscribe and like this video. And thank you so much.